Hello and welcome to the November edition of Community Connect, brought to you by the Marshall Area Chamber of Commerce. This month's guest is Cory Brockman. Cory is the Marketing and Development Coordinator for Prairie Hospice, and thanks for being here this month.
Thank you, Brad. Excited to be here.
Absolutely. Let's talk about all the good things that happened in October. The Taste of Marshall was one of the very first events of the whole month by the Marshall Chamber. We had a record-setting 540 attendees, 21 food vendors, and it was just an amazing night. So thanks to everybody that attended. Thanks to the food vendors, restaurants, and so on that made it for a great night as well. The winners, the most unique food item was Atlantic Place for their shrimp etouffee. I don't know if I said that right. Marshall Golf Course for their pork entree was awarded for the best entree or best course, and then also the Mainstay Cafe, who got the award for the best booth. And congratulations to all three of them. Shortly after that, the annual Marshall Fire Department open house was held on the 12th of October during Fire Prevention Week. The rain kept some people away, but thanks to the Marshall Fire Department for all they do and for putting on that open house, and thanks to everybody that came out for that event. The Hope Harbor Celebration of Hope was on Friday the 13th, an amazing event to help support a great organization like Hope Harbor. Thanks to everybody that came out and supported Hope Harbor. That same night, a completely different kind of event was down in the downstairs at the museum. And I know, Cory, this seems like kind of your event. They held a spooky dinner that included dolls and some ghosts.
I thought I'd get out and check it out. It looked like a fun event, but something else came up, and I didn't get out. So looking to get some feedback on that and find out how that went for them. So interesting.
Yeah, interesting is right. And it was the right night to have it on the 13th, that's for sure. That same weekend, SMSU Homecoming was was that weekend, the 13th and the 14th, and it was a busy weekend that included a parade, 5K, of course the football game, alumni dinner was that night, and thanks to everybody that planned it here on campus for a fun weekend. That's always one of my favorite weekends of the fall. SMSU Homecoming again was on the 13th and the 14th of October. On the 21st, the first ever Oktoberfest was held out at the Lyon County Fairgrounds. This was put on by the Knights of Columbus. So definitely an event that they'll keep building on year after year. Thanks to the planners at the KC's, Visit Marshall, and Brow Brothers that made this event happen. And it was a fun night. The Larry Olson Band and the Bachfest Boys performed that evening. Moonlight Madness was just last week in downtown Marshall. 2 weeks ago on the night of the 26th of October. Fun shopping event experience that brought all sorts of people to the downtown area, do some shopping, and the night culminated at the upper room for a nice dinner out for the ladies. So again, that was October. Let's talk about all the good things that are happening in November. Actually, specifically in November, which is going to be Light Up the Night. That's why Cory's here. Again, Cory's with Prairie Home Hospice. Cory's been there for about a year. Again, thanks for being our guest this month.
Thank you for having me.
So Light Up the Night preparations have definitely began. It has been going on for, I don't know, 5-6 years. Of course, lights have to be put up. We had all sorts of volunteer groups that go up. Help put the lights up. But the decoration, I understand you have been decorating at Independence Park in anticipation of this event. How is that going?
It is going well. Actually pretty excited to where we're at this point, that we're kind of winding down. So we've had amazing help with individuals that have signed up through our Sign Up Genius. And we've had several groups and businesses provide assistance in getting that done as well. So we've been really happy with the turnout there. I'd actually like to take the time to recognize the groups that have come out and been so helpful. The Ready Clinic of Southwest Central, or West Central Service Cooperative. We talked about the SMSU Homecoming Week. I had the SMSU cheerleaders in the esports club come out and decorate in the park. We've had a lot of help from the Marshall Tiger Honor Society. Helmuth and Johnson, the Tyler office, that group of ladies came out. There were 5 of them, and they toughed out. It was kind of a tough day. It was that Wednesday. It was really rainy, and then I kind of hoped that I'd quit. And about an hour in, we're just like, we need to pack it up. And they were first-time volunteers. And so hopefully we didn't scare them away with that. And so we also had help from the staff at the Marshall Gambler. The Holy Redeemer School staff was out, so there was a good 20, 25 of them. Our Boy Scout troop number 238, First Lutheran Youth Group. Just this last weekend we had Lakeview Dance Team, and then of course the help we get from the City of Marshall Parks Department. So they help us in that capacity as well. So along with the help in the park, we also received 2 large light donations that were very helpful from Ace Hardware and Runnings. So we were down quite a few lights this year. There a few totes that weren't working, and so these this shot in the arm with these lights was really helpful, and we really appreciate it. So we were able to get more trees decorated this year. So again, thank you to Runnings and Ace Hardware. And then we also have our businesses and organizations involved in the We Grow Together program tree. So what that is businesses and organizations and individuals are able to purchase a tree on Lion Street, and they are able to they're responsible for decorating it and those things. So we had 60 trees this year, and we're down to about 10. So I would like to get those moved if people are available or and are looking to take part in that, to please just contact me on that. So, but all those should be decorated by November 17th. So we are ready to go that following week.
Sure. So speaking of that, that's a lot of coordinating, or throughout the whole fall. I know you do coordinate all these groups. When does Light Up the Night begin, and what do you have planned for kickoff?
All right, our kickoff event is scheduled for Friday, November 24th, and that begins at 6 p.m. with our holiday light parade that starts over on 4th Street and continues down to Independence Park. So it is a free parade for anybody that is interested in participating in that, to certainly reach out to us. Again, free, So there are a few things that are required for that. So we do ask that people register for that and contact us so I can get that information to them. So, but following that parade, we're gonna have fireworks again in Independence Park. And those are provided by Powerhouse Fireworks. And so we should have another fun show from them. And then Kayla Daniels will be singing about 6:45-ish. That's a rough estimate, but we're really excited to have Kayla come back and sing for us.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
Come out and check her out. So
it sounds like you have a fun opening night full of different activities. Do you have any other special event nights that you can share?
Yeah, so we will be teaming up with the Amaret Busy Bees for a night of games. We're actually calling those our reindeer games. And so we're encouraging families to bring kids of all ages out and participate in that. So that's one of the items. On Friday, December 8th, we'll be teaming up with the Marshall Y again, and also with the Marshall Area Dementia Awareness Network, so MADAN, and Visit Marshall to offer the second annual Run for a Cause, which is a 1-mile family walk or run if you choose to do that. And so that'll be through the park and enjoy the lights. And then we do still have where we're working out a special event for the 15th and 17th. So you just want to watch our social media and our online for that. So for those activities. But be aware that on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays we'll have the things that we typically do, which is the live nativity from 6 to 8. Santa will be out there, and trolley rides and the fire pit from 5:30 to 8. So those activities will continue. So
sure. That's a lot going on throughout the holiday season, Cory. Are you looking for additional assistance for your weekend event nights, and if one would like to assist, how do they go and do that?
So that's a great question. Thank you for asking that, Brad. And in order for these events to go and be around on the weekend, we rely heavily on the assistance of volunteers to provide a safe and fun event. So if you're able to assist in that, we ask that you reach out to me. And the Sign Up Genius that will actually be on our website and our social media pages. So there are 2 Facebook pages that include the Light Up the Night and then the Prairie Home Hospice page. So you want to go in, like those things, so you make sure to get all the notifications and things. And then you can also email me at the office there or call the 507-337-0080 and certainly ask for me. I'd be happy to assist you in getting you signed up for a volunteer slot. So
Sounds great. Thanks so much for all the information for Light Up the Night. This is always exciting, from a chamber's perspective, the amount of people that come from out of town. This is like I don't know, the closest one is maybe Wilmer. I'm not too sure if you know this, Cory, or with Wilmer, is it Sioux Falls? But, people come into Marshall for this. So for those that come into Marshall, thank you. Come to our restaurants, go shopping while you're in town. The kickoff night, it was November 24th. It's also Black Friday. So make a day out of it here in the Marshall area.
So I heard last year from a few that had visited Sioux Falls said there were a lot of lights, but they were all white.
Yeah. Came
back to us here and said really colorful. So I really appreciated the compliment on that. I feel like with competing with that Sioux Falls show, so that's great.
Yeah, it is great. Yep. All right, Cory, thanks so much for being here. Let's talk about all the other good things that we have going on in November. November 16th, the third Thursday in every November is Give to the Max Day, which is a statewide initiative to help support charities much like Prairie Home Hospice. So I'll be sending out some information about some of the charities that you can donate to. Give to the Max Day website is already up. You can give through givemin.org. On the 18th, 2 days after, the Lyon County Museum is kicking off the 11th annual Christmas Tree Walk. Again, this is at the museum. The trees and the museum will stay decorated through December 30th. View decorated trees by area families, businesses, nonprofits, and service organizations. You can vote for your favorite tree by putting a donation into the little bucket right by the tree in the museum. The annual Gobble Wobble 5K is scheduled again on Thanksgiving morning at the YMCA. This is your opportunity to get a great workout in while supporting a great organization while relaxing and eating too much the rest of the day. Cory, I know you have ran in this. I know I've ran in it maybe 2 or 3 times. When we first moved back here in 2014, I believe the weather was like at 10 degrees below zero. My wife went out and ran still.
I've endured a couple of cold days that way, and I don't know if you call what I do running, but I've walked it and enjoyed it even in the cold. So it's a great event, a good way to burn some calories before you add some on.
That's right. That same weekend, of course, as we mentioned earlier, Black Friday is the kickoff Light of the Night. That's Saturday. Come support local businesses by shopping downtown Marshall on Small Business Saturday. Santa will be in downtown Marshall at the Terrace from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. I believe we're going to have a peanut butter drive for Heart to Heart as well. There'll be some llamas down there. So if you'd like to see the Christmas llamas, this is your opportunity to see those animals as well. So come downtown 1 to 3. Come downtown the whole day, by the way, and do your shopping local all day. That's Saturday and throughout the Christmas season. The Chamber of Commerce annual meeting is scheduled for the 29th at Everspring. At this event, we'll go over a year of highlights from this past fiscal year. Our keynote is coming back for the second year, which is Doug Loon, and he is the Minnesota Chamber of Commerce president. If you've never heard Doug present, it is well worth the admission cost to come that day on the 29th. Registration can be found on our website. Also on the 29th, lace up your skates and skate with the Fairbanks Ice Dogs at the Red Baron Arena from 6:45 to 7:30. Autographs and so much more will be included that night. So they are coming to town again. This is they've been here every single year since 2020, since the COVID year. So it's exciting to have them back. And of course, that coming weekend, that Friday night the 1st and Saturday night the 2nd, they'll be playing at the Red Baron Arena. To get tickets, go to the Visit Marshall website or give them a call, 537-1865. And get your tickets today. So Cory, it's pretty exciting to have these, it's kind of like our sister hockey organization that keeps coming back, and the kids love it. It's really good for the Marshall community.
Yes, a great time. It's fun to watch. A lot of opportunity to just take in hockey. If you haven't
Right.
seen something like that live, go see the Ice Dogs.
Yeah.
On that night.
They do so much while they're in town. You know, they get into the schools. They do a really good job getting involved in the community while they're in the Marshall area. So, all right. So all these events can be found on our website, marshallmn.org, and also take a look at the events on the visit page at visitmarshallmn.com. Thanks again for tuning in to the November edition of Community Connect. Thanks to my guest, Cory. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you again in December.